Yeah.
Whoops,
You
that-
can have another
Yeah, but
next
I'll take the thing.
Ready to get started here? Okay.
Internship things.
Good evening, everyone. We'll call this February rec board meeting to order. First thing on the agenda is approval of our January minutes. Oh, is it any public comments? No public comments, all right. So, minutes from January, any additions or corrections? Okay, if not, we'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
So moved.
Made by Randy, seconded by Kate. Is anyone opposed to that motion? Okay, motion carries. Now we will get into our financial report. Mr. Wyman.
Okay, well, it's January and we're basically a cash basis, so there's not a whole lot to report on the financials. Stonehouse rentals, income. Starting to see the labor maintenance, Stonehouse, general maintenance, playground. Actually, that $2,400 in the playground maintenance, what do they do there in January?
They've been doing a lot of work around the outside of Happy Hollow, the wooden windows, there were
Okay.
some rotten windows, so they
Some
had to
prep work.
cut those and,
Got it.
yeah.
All right. The one thing that looks funny on your account, 204 materials and supplies playground shows as a negative, and that's basically because of the donation received from Lawrence Foundation, and their thanks for allowing them to use the facilities. Really nothing else big in here. There's a lighting of the greens bill that got paid in January. It was on a borough charge card, so that bill was paid in January, so that got categorized to the expenses for January, even though it pertains to 2019 lighting of the greens. So, but other than that, nothing crazy. Very little to report activity-wise. Expenditures in January. Questions?
Motion to accept the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Made by Steve, seconded by Natalie. Anyone opposed? All right, motion carries. So, Rob, you're on.
Okay, I sent you all my report. Pleased to let you know the soccer lease has been signed by the club as well as the borough council. Now that is in effect for the next 5 years, with the options to renew if either party wants any changes. We had an Earth Day meeting last month, and we came up with a theme. The Wyomissing environmental clubs were given the task to come up with a theme out of about 6 different suggestions, and they made the wise choice. They make wise choices be the difference is the theme for this year's Earth Day. And we're looking forward. We have a meeting this Thursday at 2:30 here, if anybody wants to come and participate in the planning. The rec guide was sent out to our designer. I'm waiting to hear back from them with a first draft. Our staff for 2020 is developing. We're getting letters back from past employees, and just this week I posted that we are accepting applications for the summer, and I'm starting to get some applications in. So it's gearing up. I also sent out a copy of the membership cards that we would like to use this year for pool members, and that's on the agenda we can talk about later. And we're just talking about the street lights at Happy Hollow, as well as the hills were replaced with LED heads, all free of charge to the borough. And I just drove by it on my way here. It looks really sharp. Hopefully the reasers are not complaining about the brightness over there.
I'll check it out.
Okay, all right. We had 2 days ice skating, believe it or not.
I drove by and I saw people in the pond, and
Yeah.
I almost crashed one.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing
Not
Boulevard.
today.
No, not today. No, it was short-lived. And then we did receive a donation from the Smerick family, who every year carried a big heavy metal hockey goal down to the pond. And they said their kids don't play there anymore, but they want us to keep the goal, so we took it and stored it in Happy Hollow for them. We also received a couple donation checks for our concerts from Tompkins Mist and Kozov Stout. And then I just learned this week that Redner's is going to sponsored the Pops concert there. And the Pops concert went up to 3,000 this year, and Redner's was okay with the new fee, went from 2,500 to 3,000. Otherwise, worked it out with the field youth between the youth lacrosse and the youth softball for Happy Hollow Field. And starting in March through May, it's going to be very busy over there, probably every night between the high school youth softball and youth lacrosse. Otherwise, that's it.
Was there any cost involved with the vandalism at the Stonehouse?
Yes, we had to replace 2 panels of Thomas's work. So all 4 got broken that time.
Did they really break all 4?
All 4,
Alright.
yeah. Not all at the same time.
They all got
One
broken.
got broken, 2 weeks later another one got broken, and that big vandalism event, 2 of them got broken.
You have to rescind your Eagle Scout time.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
no,
sorry
no,
about that.
poor Thomas.
Sorry.
Was that any of the vandalism that happened in the museum grounds?
It was the same night
Oh,
that
that
2
same
of our
night,
panels,
okay. So it did migrate up
they
through?
did do some damage, if you know that small gazebo down the way behind the tennis courts. Has like a
Oh.
pine weaved in.
Yeah.
They knocked all that out.
Oh.
Threw a couple garbage cans in the stream, in the creek.
Do they have any leads yet on who did that?
No, they just have a eyewitness, just witnessed, I think it was a lady who was delivering newspapers that morning. Said she saw 2 teens coming out of the parkland. So, and that was down by the hospital, so. But yeah, they wreaked havoc, and that was early on a Monday morning.
Any other questions for Rob and the rec director?
On the egg hunt, Rob, so,
Yeah.
Palmer's gonna donate the chocolate again?
Yep, yep.
Do you need my students to fill?
We should start.
I need a, yeah, I do need
I can do that again this year.
a, okay,
If we can, I can even order with you the sooner the better.
Okay.
Because it's a little different,
okay.
but
That-
they loved that last year. That
Well,
was fun
we-
for them.
We love that.
Yeah.
They were
They
like-
were totally
Right.
thinking of you,
Stuff.
but they loved, and it's good for their Fine Motor Award
Yeah.
as well. It was a win-win for, so.
Okay, yeah, I'll get right on that.
So there might be some people who want volunteer hours.
Yeah.
Some
Alright.
other stuff.
We can always give him a bid.
It's him. It's the last game.
Yeah.
Maybe they can even work with Pete to do
It's good in the library.
collaboration for those volunteer hours if students come to my classroom
Okay.
for some point in the
Figure it out,
day.
Pete.
We can figure that out.
Okay, very good. All right, moving on. Committee reports, we talked about Earth Day. Is there more to discuss about Earth Day?
Not at this moment, just, really excited. We had probably 6, how many students, Morgan?
A lot.
Yeah.
That was an awesome meeting.
Yeah.
That really, that was
It was a
refreshing.
good meeting,
Yeah.
everybody's excited, the students are excited.
Great,
already-
great ideas flowing.
Yeah, yeah, so again, we're meeting 2:30 this Thursday, again, start hammering out the, activities for that day, but I think it's gonna be a big event.
Can you repeat the date?
Yes.
For the actual Earth Day
Yeah,
is Saturday, April 25th.
And you'll let us know, like, how we can help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
this is my next
Yeah.
mission too.
It's from 10 to 1.
You'll assign some things for us.
And we're not gonna go with a rain date this year because Reading is having a big Earth Day event on Sunday.
Right.
And so some of our people won't be able to do Sunday.
The football team is gonna do
Yeah, football team.
come clean up in both West Reading and Wyomissing.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't do it last year, it's the same problem.
Yeah, Easter, everybody's away.
We're doing it this year, so West Reading is gonna get us a bunch of thingies, pickup stuff, pickers. Hopefully we get a bunch from you,
Yep, we'll get you, we'll get garbage bags, gloves.
and then some instruction on where you think we need.
Yeah, yeah,
Just nowhere near a highway.
no,
Should we talk more about Earth Day? Do we have like someone taking charge of Earth? Oh, it's you. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have one.
unless somebody else wants
Yes.
to, Randy was there.
No.
He's busy doing this Memorial Day.
It's in good
Okay,
hands.
Egg hunt, the egg hunt.
Oh, the egg
Egg
hunt.
hunt.
Egg
Egg hunt.
Um,
Do we need to talk about egg hunt now or?
it's April 4th.
Yeah. The key to the egg hunt is getting the eggs.
Yeah,
stuck, really.
that is-
Then it's just,
that's the majority.
it's just staffing it
I
the
didn't
day
know
of the
that.
hunt.
Egg hunt. What time
If I recall, it begins at 11 a.m.
Uh-huh.
at the Hills.
Okay, so 9:30, 10?
Yeah.
Fourth is the Saturday before Palm Sunday.
And actually, last year with the eggs being tape shut, it was much easier
Oh, they
to
love
block
that
them all
too.
out
Yes.
too.
11 o'clock start, right?
Want to run your
Yes.
ID and come into the school and watch
11:15
that
finish.
at any point,
Yeah.
like, it is
It's over, baby.
great.
Yeah.
They love it.
I'll even supply
I'm
the
with
Scotch
you.
tape if you need it.
Okay.
Right.
I thought
I
you
mean,
said
you know, that adds
Scotch.
up.
Stop it.
No, they really try.
Yeah. So obviously the morning of the egg hunt is the just dispersing them all out.
What time is it again?
11 o'clock.
11 to 11:01.
Meet at
Yeah.
9:30.
Yeah.
It takes 2 minutes per group, so.
Yeah, 11:10.
11:10.
I was there last year, I don't remember how it went, but I.
Yeah, because it was a
It'll all be over.
flashback, like it flashes by you so quick.
Did we last year do the stop and go sign, like?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's well, each of us has like a section and we say,
Yeah, the
just wait,
peers,
just wait,
right?
just wait.
Right. Keeps
Yeah.
me-
parents
And
who
I
gotta
walk
go from
around
one
with the
spot to
bullhorn to
another.
each section
Right,
and
yeah.
said, don't do anything here,
Yeah.
don't do anything here.
Right, of
So,
course.
yeah.
Okay, and that's pretty
Yeah,
much under
yeah,
control.
that's
Okay,
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
And then, Memorial Day parade.
Everything is in motion. We have our, as I announced last month, we have our grand marshal. Rob's got his bio information. It's, if you weren't here, it's Chris Kegg from I Am Able Foundation. And, we're gonna be meeting with Chris. We're gonna schedule something to bring Chris in here, and you and he and I are gonna meet to talk about logistics and groups that we can bring into the parade. So, we've also, you and I didn't talk about this, but we didn't finalize. But we're gonna go away from trying to come up with a theme every year, because every year we change 3 words of the theme and try and jumble the things around. We'll still have the pin, participation pins, but it will just state the year of the event. So, and other than that, we're in the process of contracting with all the bands, and we'll be reaching out to the groups. I'll be tapping some of you that have contact to some of the groups that we like to get participation in the parade, and Boy Scouts again, serving the food in the park for the fundraiser, football team. But everything's in motion there.
How about the route, the route? Is that?
Yeah,
Rick?
so
Go ahead.
I met with Tom Endy and spoke about it, and we discussed about the logistics of the fire department. It's very tight when we're thinking about coming around a different way down Mayfair and then up Valley.
Yeah,
Plus the parking, as the parade's coming up, people might try to leave.
right.
And literally, when you go look at that hill, it's not that bad. It, and I think the Bucks alumni are the only ones who ever really, because they have some in their
There's-
scooters.
Really, that's the only issue we have, is there are a couple of Buccaneer alumni on the hot day that hill, we're talking the hill at the top of Cheltenham, where it goes from Downing up to Cheltenham and then around to Deborah.
Mhm.
Let's keep it.
Well, I'm talking out loud because we haven't talked about this yet, but I'm thinking maybe we could even have a gator there or something to do a quick shuttle up, if there's a couple of those guys, just to do a quick,
Yeah.
back and forth, load you, run you up, but if there's a couple of people that need to get up that hill. Part of it's weather predicated too. If it's a hot sunny day, then they're burning up.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
like that idea.
now, the other part of that though was, Tom did suggest polling the people on Deborah,
Yeah.
because it's very sparsely attended, because the homes are big and they're large lots up there. But there are a few people that inevitably somebody would be bummed out if it doesn't go by their house. So, but for this year, it will remain its existing route.
So we might tap somebody to, during the parade, just stop and ask people, would you be upset if the parade route changed? Just get the pulse of the people who live there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're good though, we're
Ask
set.
those questions.
Okay, any questions on Memorial Day parade?
I won't be there.
Moving on to old business, soccer club lease.
Yeah.
You mentioned it was already
Soccer
signed.
club is signed, they went along with our suggestions on the maintenance and taking care of the snack bar. So I anticipate there'll be some changes within their organization to make sure that everything's up to our expectations.
Out of curiosity, whatever happened with like the safe serve stuff? It's not quite.
So we had our solicitors
Requested
look through the lease, and basically what we put in there is that we recommend that they have people on staff by the state.
Okay.
And so, the new president of the club is looking at maybe just serving drinks, you know, not serving hot food and things like that. Because they really weren't making any money from that.
Okay, moving on to new business, scoreboard donation from the
Okay.
school district.
So Mike Caponcelli from the school, called me and said that the Wyomissing softball team is getting a new scoreboard, and they asked if the borough would like to acquire the old one.
Acquire it?
Acquire it, or they would donate it to us.
Receive it.
Receive it.
With the half an area softball.
Yeah, so I said, well, I'm not sure, let me go take a look at it.
This is on.
Oh, this is on the high school.
What, Steve, are they going to electronic? Is
This is
that
what
what's
it
happening?
currently looks like.
I heard the dumpster.
Yeah, so this is the current it's, you put the numbers in, each
Yeah, it doesn't
inning.
even say area, it does say area.
Yeah, but that'd be used.
I don't think we host a lot of softball games.
So what, you?
So-
Where we put it,
Put
Mo-
at
Mausoleum
Happy
Field?
Hollow or-
They mentioned Happy Hollow, I said I would ask if
Is that-
the Wyomissing area, Little League and softball wants it, but they're putting up a brand new, possibly a new softball scoreboard there. But if you look at it, it's a wooden frame in the back here, it's two gigantic steel beams on the sides, and it's like a vinyl, not a vinyl, sheet metal front.
I vote we say thank you, but no thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I
They're
like
doing
that
that
idea
little
too.
football
second it.
field,
I
right?
told them I would investigate it, but,
They're a nice attempt to
It
have.
was
Yeah.
nice to ask.
yeah.
They got big
It's a
dumpsters.
long
I can't even, I don't
Put
even
in.
know who would slide the numbers in between.
You could be
things.
chalk.
It would have to be whoever's playing softball there.
That would be like sliding, like when my
Yeah.
kids are like, I'll be
Okay,
like, wait,
yeah.
I'll run across and
Yeah.
slide the numbers in.
Okay, I
One
will,
of the kids,
Actually,
Yeah.
don't
love
hit
to
me.
do that.
I will let him know, thank you,
You're right, I was
but,
gonna say the little,
yeah.
then
Okay.
if they get it wrong.
All right, moving on from that, Nakona Ice.
Yeah, so Kona Ice emailed me, regarding a possibility of making, weekly stops at our playground at evening. They have a couple options, they can sell it at regular price and give a percentage back to us, or they can do a cut rate, flat rate discount. But I do have to speak with Michelle about that.
Right,
That goes
so
against
it's
our
mobile.
food trucks.
Food trucks.
Right.
Then you're gonna have Mr. Softy grumbling, because why can't he come?
Exactly.
You're gonna open a can of worms. I think.
Exactly.
I think pizza night is fun.
Yeah, pizza night is fun,
Pizza night.
yeah.
Bring
And I
your
know over at
orders
the Hills, they do ice cream
enjoy
nights.
stuff.
They go and get it and then serve it to the kids.
I gotta think Michelle's not gonna be big on that if you ask her.
Oh, I know,
Yeah,
but I told them I would investigate, I would ask the board what they thought of the ice
Listen,
cream.
if they're gonna come do it one time during the whole summer.
So we do one time, and that's because we invite them,
Right.
and we pay for everything, or a local pharmacy helps pay for everything.
Yeah.
What kind of item do
Well,
the
farmers
workers
like that, everybody do their.
More and
Yeah.
more money every time.
They said, okay.
What's that?
The kids are gonna be begging every time they go to playground for more and more money to take with them.
I think we're gonna have parents.
Gotta
It's
break
like
open,
special.
break open those piggy banks.
Yeah.
It might not be a special. Maybe we
No,
can
it's
do
not
other
a
things like
special
we
for
do
them.
for the orange one night to get them some business.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll continue to do that, yeah, that's, I just pay for that in my pocket, so. Okay, I'll let her know.
All right, then correspondence, 4th of July request.
Believe it or not, we received our first request to be in the 4th of July parade, and it's from the Berks County League of Women Voters, and it's the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage. And so they would like to participate in the parade, they filled out an application, and they would like to dress in period costume.
That's fun.
Cool.
So, thought I'd bring that up to the group.
That's an across the board voting, so that doesn't violate any of our political endorsements of individuals.
Correct. We would only just have to inform them of the signage that they may carry,
Right,
you know.
uh-huh.
Steve, you look very confused.
I had to hear, you said a word I'd never heard before.
Suffrage?
Suffrage.
No, you said something else, no, you said. I thought there was some other word, I'm sorry.
Can you repeat what you said?
Sorry.
I don't know what they said.
I thought you had some long word in there.
So I just wanted to bring that up to everybody. I know we're ways away from 4th of July parade, but.
So they're getting a yes?
Well, we can vote yes now and.
Yeah, anyone think no? Anyone feeling opposed to this idea? I kinda get a feel everybody's.
I don't see anything
Yes.
controversial or.
Right.
Sounds good, looks like everyone's.
What's our theme this 4th of July?
We need a theme, actually.
Why don't we base it around that?
It's an election year. It's a good time to do that voting.
I mean, there are things happening in Berks County because of this 100-year celebration, you know, like, so.
Okay.
Just a real time thought.
Okay.
Yay, women.
So remember
Just kidding.
so remember the theme will entice people to build their floats around it
Right,
or decorate their homes around it.
right.
We can put it out now to say, think of ideas, and maybe our next meeting will bring our theme ideas and then lock it in. Rock the vote.
Rock
I think that's already taken.
All right. Are we at the end of our meeting here already? Is that
Yeah,
how
why
long
did I
it is? I don't know.
That was
We're not seeing. I think it's.
Let's not argue about it.
That's it for the agenda. Anybody, anything else? Anyone have anything else? Okay, our next meeting is March 17th,
Oh.
7
Oh.
PM.
Yeah. Bring your,
Look,
St. Patrick's Day.
it is St.
Yeah,
Patrick's.
some new fannings will
If you
be.
bring green beer,
It's my son's birthday.
Wow.
I'll bring
Every
decorations.
Decorations, everyone has to wear something green.
Okay,
Goodness gracious.
motion to close? Made by?
Sally.
Oh, Sally.
Sally,
Sally
motion
making the
to close.
motion, seconded
I'll second if you need me.
by Sally. Anyone opposed? All right.
Sally.
Anyone
Sally,
opposed?
Sally, thank you.
All right,
Well, that was,
adjourned.
that was efficient.
Wow.
Way too efficient.
Yeah, it's good for that. The rest guy.
Okay. See everybody next month.
Okay.
Thank you for this, Mr. West.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Let me know if anything changes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm so much
Did you get my emails?
And then it's dancing back and forth
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye, thanks for coming.
I don't have any Saturdays. I have every Friday off. So I can make some great
No
chocolate.
play today?
What?
No play today?
I did, but I came here.
Oh.
Cause I missed the other one for.
Great. We'll have
I know
we'll have
he's saying
Steve-
all
we'll have Steve and I think we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
right.
So listen
Where's
to
Morgan?
this. So Amelia's after like from Heather.